Welcome back to The Explainer. So glad you're joining us today. Look, if you're involved in higher education, you already know the landscape is shifting incredibly fast as we head deeper into 2025 and look ahead to 2026. Today, we're zeroing in on something that's absolutely crucial to the heartbeat of any academic institution: streamlining academic assessments. We're going to unpack the technology that's literally revolutionizing how we evaluate student learning. And specifically, we're looking at the sheer power of a platform called Qorrect. But first, let me ask you this. Are manual grading and time-consuming test creation slowing down your institution? Just think about the heavy administrative burden educators are facing right now. We expect professors to be innovative, right? To connect with students, to adapt to new learning models, and yet so many of them are bogged down by piles of paper, endless spreadsheets, and the absolute mental exhaustion of writing and grading exams by hand. It's a massive roadblock in today's fast-paced educational environment. So, let's fix that. Here is our agenda for today's Explainer. First, the assessment challenge today. Then, test management platforms explained, followed by benefits for higher education. From there, we'll uncover the power of question banks, explore why Choose Qorrect, and finally, transform your assessment process. Section 1. The assessment challenge today. Consider this. Universities are literally conducting thousands of assessments each term. Thousands. When you rely on traditional, manual methods to create, distribute, and grade that insane volume of tests, you're creating a massive bottleneck. It eats up hundreds of hours of faculty time, and because it relies entirely on human effort at that scale, well, it naturally introduces errors. It's just no longer a sustainable way to operate, plain and simple. Section 2. Test management platforms explained. Let's lay down a solid foundation here. What exactly are test management platforms? Basically, they're digital systems designed to handle the entire assessment process, from test creation and publishing, all the way to grading and performance analysis. Honestly, these aren't just simple quiz makers. They're comprehensive, centralized spaces. They drastically reduce administrative workload, minimize human error, and integrate seamlessly with your existing learning management systems, or LMS. The way these platforms actually function is through a really logical three-step flow. Step 1. You design and store your questions in a centralized hub. Step 2, you schedule the exams. And the beauty here is that these systems handle both remote and in-person delivery effortlessly. Then, Step 3, the system automates the grading and tracks student performance instantly. It takes what is usually a fragmented, chaotic process and turns it into a totally streamlined digital pipeline. Section 3, benefits for higher education. There is such a stark contrast between traditional and modern workflows. Manual processes are inherently time-consuming and, prone to human error. We've all seen the coffee spills or lost papers. But when you switch to cutting-edge digital solutions, you instantly gain automated grading and centralized administration. By adopting these systems, you aren't just swapping out a tool. You're entirely upgrading the operational capability of a university. It's a real game changer. Let's break down how this builds into specific real-world advantages. First up, support for remote exams. Integrated systems make remote delivery incredibly easy, which is absolutely crucial for modern hybrid learning. Second, enhanced academic integrity. These platforms secure tests, maintain standards, and actively prevent cheating. Third, deep educational vision. This gives you incredible strategic value because the detailed analytics provide data for real decision-making and precise student feedback. And finally, professor empowerment. By simplifying the whole assessment process, we free up professors to focus on what they actually do best: developing effective teaching methods. Section 4. The power of question banks. Now, the core engine of all this is the professional question bank, and it fundamentally changes test creation. Let's look at its 5 main roles. Centralized storage allows you to keep thousands of questions in one super secure place. Easy categorization means you can tag those questions by difficulty, subject, or specific learning objectives. That leads directly to time efficiency, meaning professors can quickly grab exactly what they need. It also guarantees assessment accuracy, making sure tests are fair and aligned with your curriculum. And lastly, it supports multiple formats. Expanding on that last point, these banks support totally diverse question types. We're talking multiple choice, short answer, essays, drag and drop, you name it. This flexibility is vital because higher education requires dynamic assessment. You obviously can't test a complex engineering concept the exact same way you test a historical timeline, right? So, combined with smart features like custom scoring, randomized question orders, and time limits, these platforms are highly adaptive to meet the incredibly diverse needs of modern academia. Section 5. Why Choose Qorrect?
When we map Qorrect's specific features directly to institutional benefits, the value really becomes obvious. First, the intelligent AI question bank actually helps generate diverse questions and handles all that advanced tagging for you. Next, high-level security. This isn't just a padlock. It ensures true exam integrity and stops cheating in its tracks, whether you're remote or in person. Then there's seamless LMS integration, meaning it connects to your university's existing tech ecosystem without a hitch. And finally, instant analytics, which enables immediate, data-driven decisions on student outcomes.
On top of all that, Qorrect offers complete exam lifecycle support. Literally, from the second you draft a question to the moment the final grade is analyzed. It boasts a highly user-friendly interface, which, as we know, is make or break for faculty adoption. The instant performance analytics and advanced test bank management give institutions unparalleled oversight. Plus, the ability to mark exams online with exceptional accuracy, that completely removes the massive manual grading bottleneck we talked about at the very beginning of this explainer. Section 6. Transform your assessment process.
So, what does this all mean for us? The main takeaway today is that Qorrect guarantees efficiency, accuracy, and a vastly enhanced learning experience. By embracing an intelligent assessment management system, you're doing so much more than just upgrading software. You're empowering educators, securing academic integrity, and deeply improving the fairness of how students are evaluated. It's just a much smarter way to manage assessments and gain deeper insights into student performance.
I want to leave you with a provocative thought straight from the source material. Are you ready to transform your institution's assessment process? Seriously, if your faculty is still losing hours to manual grading, and if your data on student outcomes isn't instant and actionable, it really might be time to rethink your current setup. The technology is here, it's incredibly intelligent, and it just works. Thank you so much for joining me for this explainer. Stay curious, and I'll catch you next time.